Alright, today on December 30th. What is it? It's February 2nd, 2021. It's 12:33 in the morning, a.m. What does a.m. mean?
12:34.
12? What is a.m.? a.m. meaning ante-meridium is short for, which means before noon. Thank you, Latin.
Interesting way to intro the podcast.
Yeah. So, we have topic number 2, 1, and 3. Let me see if I can pull it over just to show.
Why'd you say 2, 1, and 3?
I can't count.
2, 1, 2. Fair enough.
Number 1, we got... I should share my screen.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Alright, over here. We got topic 1. Brain dead WoW players. Number 2. I said anticipated WG 2021 plus. It's supposed to be V for video game. Because we are gamers, if not Neanderthals. We're not Neanderthals. Homo sapiens. And then tier 3. Topic 3?
Topic 3. Not tier.
Shadowlands. 2021 and above. What?
Our ideas or what
Yeah.
future
Alright.
holds for Shadowlands.
Brain dead players in WoW. Why? Why do they exist?
Well, that's a good question, actually. Would you like to explain with a diagram?
Nah. Let's hear the vocal explanation. I'll just continue this. It's basically related.
Why? You have to draw it in fucking MS Paint instead of just pulling the goddamn image online.
Nah, this will be the video backdrop.
Fair enough. Alright. So, I don't really know why people are... What's the correct term to use here to describe them?
Fools. Brain dead.
Brain damaged?
Brain damaged.
Yeah, brain damaged. I think that's fair enough. I think that's not being too harsh.
I think it's not harsh enough.
What would we want to start off with? Let's start off with Mythic Dungeons. Mythic Dungeons.
Yes, my main.
Let's start off with
okay.
classes.
So
people not knowing how to Let's start with people going to Mythic Keystones. Not knowing what their class does.
Let's say you are a player who plays a game. You start a group. And there is this third-party add-on called Raider IO. What's IO mean? Integrated online. I don't know.
I don't know what it stands for.
Let's say you have an average of like 600 Raider IO score. That means you did dungeons. Doesn't mean you timed them exactly. That I'm now realizing. Which would probably be why people have some of them.
It literally means you just did them. You completed
them. But
it
does show if you time them sometimes or not.
You have to go on their site for it to like work most of the time.
But you see, when someone joins your group, you're like, oh wow, this guy's an MM hunter. They're really nice. I wonder if he's playing it and he actually knows how to play it, or he sees other people are good at it, so he plays it. Let's say you have that person join your group. Let's say it's a +9 necrotic wake. You and your friends are like, oh yeah, we're about to push this to a 10. He joins the group, doesn't say anything, and then you get into the first pack.
Hold on.
Everything's alright.
Before you ever invite a hunter to your group, you should always ask them. You should ask them if they know what tranquilizing shot does.
Yes, that is what I did.
Yeah.
I mean, not I. This is hypothetical, of course.
Hypothetical, of course. No, but you should ask them, seriously.
Let's say you ask them.
It's the same thing with like a mage in polymorph.
They will link you the spell instead of answering,
or
which could have taken
like
2 minutes or less. But they take
or
5
a
minutes.
Priest with master spell.
Yeah. What a lovely cat I hear. I love it.
Yeah.
You ask these people, like, hey, you know about your class? They're like, let me link the spell to you. 5 minutes into this Mythic Keystone dungeon, they die 2 times, and they leave. And why was that? You look at the damage taken, and it was from...
anyways?
It was a 9. It was a 9 necrotic wake. This is my story. This is my story, I'm telling. It's not hypothetical. They leave your keystone. And that's it. They ruin it. Because they die 2 times. And you know what? They have very low interrupts. They had 2 interrupts on Drain Fluid cast.
How do you die as Hunter with Feign Death?
It was a dot that was put on them. And we did not have a dispel.
Tough should have the legendary that gives you that. Removes the negative effects when you feign death.
Let us say hypothetically, you are a mage. You are a fire mage. You join a group. You're from Illidan or something. You have decent IO. It's a 9 Halls of Atonement.
That's oddly specific.
Hypothetically, you say.
Yeah, hypothetically.
You say, you know, if we don't pull bigger, we might not time the dungeon. And so, the tank is dead. After you say that. And then you hop to the right and pull a loyal Stoneborn gargoyle, which kills you. The group leader lets the mistake slide. You get to the first boss. You're a fire mage. 206. Doing 1.5k DPS on trash. And you burst for 3k with combustion and bloodlust. Your rotation consisting of Scorch and Fireball for some reason.
Why Scorch and a Mythic Key?
They were scorching, I mean, hypothetically, they were scorching and then fireballing. I don't know why they would hypothetically do this.
Hypothetically.
But they do an average of like 3k DPS the whole time. Get to the second boss in Hall of Atonement.
So this should have been a subject in and of itself. I should have suggested it, but I wasn't thinking. And a lot of people in the community, the WoW community, have been wanting it for years now. Solo queue, like the pugging system. They're looking for groups.
Topic 3.
Is that topic 3?
It could be, but this hypothetical run.
I mean, it could be. I don't think they're going to implement it anytime soon, though.
This hypothetical run where this mage, you get to the second boss, he pulls stuff somehow, right before the second boss. You wipe. No, he invises, I mean. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
And then, the same mobs he could walk to the right a bit, or left a bit for, coming up the stairs to Echelon, whatever his name actually is. He decides to polymorph, which puts him in combat, hypothetically. And during the boss fight, the Loyal Stoneborns, or not the Loyal Stoneborns, they're different named, they charge up and attack everyone, causing you to wipe. You know what this mage does?
Wait. Don't know what this mage does, but I thought it was hypothetical.
It is hypothetical.
But
Possibly.
what this mage hypothetically does.
Yeah. He polys that thing, of course. And then during the boss fight, when he has the circle on him where you break the little stone guys, he just runs off and he doesn't break the little stone guys with the stone smash, whatever. And
Wait,
then during the fight, he hypothetically, the polymorph runs out, and then all the mobs at the bottom of the stairs come up the stairs and clap the whole group. And then hypothetically, this mage leaves. Hypothetically, the warrior in the group sends him a smiley face, and then it says hypothetically, this person is not online. So this person,
slash ignored.
this person, he messes up mechanics after still doing 3k DPS, by the way, during the boss fight as a fire mage at 206 item level. He leaves the group, and then he's just bad. This is a hypothetical story, of course.
No.
What about you? Any hypothetical situations?
Hypothetical situation.
Hypothetical, yes, of course.
Let's say.
Hypothetical meaning.
Let's say. Get that shit off the screen.
What?
Hypothetically, let's say we're in a castle in Nathria, right?
Yes.
And what's that one boss? Sludge Fist, right?
I love Sludge Fist.
Giant one. The one that ticks in the same place, in the same room as
Shriekwing. Yes.
Yeah, that one. Let's say hypothetically, you're doing that boss fight. Everything's going fine and dandy. And all of a sudden, you're DPSing the boss and you get chained to a DPS. Well, what other DPS would you be chained to but a Demon Hunter? The worst kind of all. The true brainless on WoW.
True.
And let's say, hypothetically, they dash away from you every single time the boss does their AoE. And
that would kill you, hypothetically.
And hypothetically, that chain breaking kills you.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say that hypothetically this happens repeatedly over and over with the same Demon Hunter. Let's say hypothetically let's say hypothetically you play a monk, and one of the times you get chained to a Demon Hunter, you accidentally roll, you fat finger roll, and you die, and you start getting chewed out. After dying repeatedly.
Interesting hypothetical situation. Hopefully this would never happen to anyone who is alive and playing World of Warcraft Shadowlands.
I hate Demon Hunters with a burning fucking passion.
Demon Hunters? You wanna know about Demon Hunters?
They sit there and complain all day long. Well, not all Demon Hunters. There's actually some pretty decent ones out there that are good at the class. And,
Demon Hunters, Arcane Torrent on Horde, the Blood Elves. Arcane Torrent gives you 15 Fury, and what does it do? Tell me, what does it do?
It dispels one magical effect.
Yeah. And it gives 15 Fury. 15 of the Demon Hunter's resource to use their abilities. Disrupt, what does that do? It interrupts a spell cast. What does it do? It gives 30 Fury, I think. And
wait, Disrupt gives fucking 30 Fury?
Eat magic, or whatever it's called, consume magic. What does that do?
Consume magic, yeah.
Yeah, it purges. It gives 40 Fury to the Demon Hunter.
Wait, you're telling me both the purge... Wait, hold on. So Shaman Purge costs a shit ton of mana. And an interrupt on any other class just has a cooldown and does nothing but interrupts. And hell, sometimes they have a big cooldown and they silence, aka casters like Shadow Priests and mages. You're telling me that this class not only gets to cast both of those spells for free, but benefits by getting their fucking resource from it, and not only just a little bit, but quite a bit.
And not only do more than the average demon hunter, not press these abilities when they are needed. So you sit and pump all your physical damage into a shield that negates physical damage.
All I'm hearing is we're not the best DPS class
All
in
I'm
the game
hearing
anymore.
is demon hunters don't know how to actually play the game half the time.
They don't. They never have.
It is
It's just before.
amazing.
It's just before the class was so fucking face rolled that it didn't matter.
Forum goers, they complain.
Like I don't have anything against the class. The class is fun.
I
It's fun
do.
to play. What the fuck are you talking about?
Boring
You
tank spec.
True.
The tank spec is just so boring to play.
I don't know. The tank is just boring in general to play, man.
I get bored on tanks really fast. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tanking is just a boring spec, and to be honest, they're the uncredited heroes of the game.
Yes. I think that's enough for topic number 1.
Yeah,
So topic number 2.
Thank you.
and and
Why don't you send a screenshot of that in the DMs?
anticipated video games
Video games of
of 2020
plus.
or 2021. Oh wait, it's 2021. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
2021.
My most anticipated video
It's
game.
actually still January of 2021.
It's February.
Shh, it's still January.
Of course, January 33rd.
January it never ended. It's still January 2020. It's
Yeah.
January. What would the date be now? It would be like 390 something.
I don't want to think about it.
300. No, it'd be like 400. I don't know. I don't want to do math right now. It's way too late.
My most anticipated game, of course. Here, you go first. I just messed that up. You go first. What's yours?
Well, I mean, I can't really.
That's
give
either
you...
this year or any other year.
I don't really know any other games coming out besides Halo Infinite. I'm gonna be honest.
Halo Infinite, yes. That is my most anticipated. And of course, the sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Well, is that official?
I don't know. It's either coming out this year or the next one, probably.
I mean, that is very anticipated, but I don't know if that was an official post.
That wasn't an official, but I'm anticipating the release very much.
Yeah.
As in, I am excited for it. I should say most hyped video game release.
We said plus, so that means anytime in the future, I suppose.
Yeah.
How about a video game disappointment? A major disappointment.
I never played Cyberpunk, so we can't talk about that. I can't talk about it. I don't know. I was interested in it before launch. Like right before launch, I gained some interest in it. But then after that, I didn't really care. And then seeing the... I think it would be better if it was third person, honestly. I don't know.
Well, it would be better if it didn't have so many fucking bugs.
It would be better if the getting out of the car worked, animation wasn't just like teleporting.
If the game actually worked, the game would probably have been really nice to play.
I love cats.
Yeah, don't we all? Pebbles.
Halo is my favorite game series of all time. Halo 2 being my favorite game of all time. And so let's say, hypothetically, Halo Infinite gets pushed back to 2022. My life is over. That won't happen. I am really excited for it.
It won't happen, no. They had to push it back, a full year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been out if all this stuff didn't happen, causing them to have to push it back. Well, it's a good thing all that happened, because now it's getting better. Like, it looks nice, the screenshots they're showing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks nice now, but I had to agree to at least some degree, just some degree, what they showed at the E3 trailers and shit. It was kind of Craig, bro. Fucking Craig, rip Craig.
I'm gonna miss Craig.
Gone but never forgotten.
I was like so tired that I was like delirious while watching it, and it was like I was watching it at like 12 frames per second because of how tired I was.
I mean, the gameplay itself looked cool, but like the graphics, it looked horrible for something that's supposed to be next gen, right?
I mean, they
You
never.
know,
I mean, it was announced in the last gen.
was it?
Yeah, like they
I
never
guess
said like this is gonna be a
you're
next
right.
gen
You're
game,
right.
but then it's automatically assumed it is next gen, and people want
It
it to be
is.
dropped. Well, it is next gen, yeah. And people are like, drop it from the old consoles. Like, people can't even get their hands on the new consoles.
Drop it. Get Xbox 360, man. What the fuck? Those gotta be. It's like, didn't they? Didn't they recently shut?
They're shutting it down next December. The
Yeah,
Xbox
the
360
servers.
servers, yeah.
Yeah, the 360 servers. Rip to the 360 servers.
Yeah, I hardly ever played Halo on multiplayer back then.
I did
I just didn't have live, I don't think.
that in COD.
Breath of the Wild. I love Breath of the Wild. The one, number one. The second one, I hope the world is big. That's all about that.
Wait, is that just supposed to be Joker? What the hell is
Alright,
that?
on to topic 3. Shadowlands
Are
in the
what we
future.
think, yeah, comes for
Or what we
Shadow.
hope, or thinking.
Belief, ideas,
You see that?
theorizing,
This is my handwriting.
hypothesize.
This is basically my handwriting.
I mean, that's what.
Alright, tier 3 secrets questions.
That's not tier.
Topic 3.
Top.
Alright, one thing I hope is they remove the, you know, have to be in this covenant to use this mount. Because I want to use my monstrous mount that I got from the Necrolords.
Man, I don't. I mean, I understand why they have everything locked to the covenants, but like, I feel like after the expansion, I hope that they are.
After the expansion would be very reasonable. I wouldn't mind if they said it was coming out after the expansion, but we
Yeah,
don't know that.
but like, it would be really annoying if you had to go back
Yes.
and level those comps. I feel like they should just after expansion give you every for the other other count. Jesus, I can't speak. It is way too late to this.
I'm only
The other
doing this because I can't
covenants.
sleep.
We should get in a game, but um, the other they should give us everything else for the other covenants we didn't choose after the expansion ends. And another thing, why didn't they give us BFA?
Hmm?
They get maybe it was because it's the prior expansion, but like they gave us Warlords of Draenor, they gave us Legion, but they didn't.
Oh, because BFA is the most recent. You cut out, but I knew what you were saying.
Hold on, let me mic real quick. Is that better?
I mean, I don't know. I thought it
Hello,
was better
hello.
last time, but now you're cutting out again.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, is it because it was a prior expansion? Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, well, when you're new to the game, you do Exile's Reach and then go into the BFA storyline.
Do you?
Yeah. On
See,
your very
it may.
first character.
Oh, I see. I'm about to say because they made me choose a timeline with Chromie.
Yeah. You don't have to do that. You can go straight into BFA.
You can.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You just have to not pick up anything, and I think it'll give you the quest line. But
I wouldn't, though.
I
I mean, I liked BFA
I
leveling
did multiple times.
experience, but yeah, I'd already done it multiple times on.
Did you?
Yeah, on Horde. I've only done it once on Alliance.
Hmm.
On my Hunter. Yeah.
I something else I hope for. I will make a thing for this because this is important.
What the hell are they gonna do for raid?
I am excited for the lore of this expansion.
I mean, I am too, but I have no clue what they're gonna do for raids. Cause like I thought Revendreth would have been like the second to last raid tier, and when I found out that Castle Nathria was just boom, drop first tier, I was like, what the fuck? I was expecting Nathrius to come out a trader way later, and then I played through the full storyline. I'm like, oh, you kind of find that really early.
I mean, it's implied before the expansion even came out and all of the
Yeah,
material they released. I
yeah. I
mean,
mean,
he
it
literally
was.
throws someone into the maw in the launch cinematic.
I know.
And in the
That's good.
afterlives, he's kidnapping people, or not kidnapping, taking anima from everybody.
Yeah. Oh, like I don't know. Maybe they're gonna try and find ways to do raids for each what you call it zone.
I mean, spoiler, if you did the Kyrian campaign, Uther realizes what he did was wrong and is good again. Or he's not good
Yeah,
yet, I suppose, but he's like, oh, was wrong. I, I, I was serving the same thing Arthas was, basically. I don't know if he said
essentially.
that. I mean, he literally was. We just didn't know about the jailer back then because this is all new.
This is all retcon. Even if it was planned for a while, it's still kind of retcon.
I mean, the Dreadlords. Are they Revendrethian? Perhaps. That would tie all that together, which it's very
It's
much
very possible.
possible, and everyone thinks
Yeah,
it is.
it's very
Which
possible.
meant said they manipulate every cosmic force, including Sargeras, and the Void, and the Light, all for the jailer. Or something like that.
I don't know. Well, I could see that.
Like, because Denathrius looks all weird. Like, he looks like a Dreadlord. He looks like some form. Not some form, but he's got the same build.
He's one of the originals.
Yeah, he's one of the,
I don't know what their specific term.
I forgot what they said during the story. Yeah. My brain just deleted its own thoughts. Alright, so it's on the screen. This is what I'm hoping for. Give Warrior a 50% buff.
Bro, you just got a buff. Quit your crying.
3%. I don't know.
3%.
It's completely fine in Mythic Plus, but in raids I'm just bad, so I was doing like 3k DPS.
Sag.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked all the Covenant campaigns I did. I liked fighting Kel'Thuzad.
I don't
in the Necrolord campaign.
I'm getting like feelings that this is gonna be like another WoD. Like, it starts off really nice, like the fucking expansion's lots of fun.
There's no way after
You know,
BFA turned out. They were probably trashing
I don't
BFA for Shadowlands. I don't I
know.
don't get what mental gymnastics people have to do to say Shadowlands is the worst expansion after we just got a BFA.
People are actually saying
Yes. I
that's.
mean, there's a lot of stuff to do, but it's a little chore. I was excited for Torghast in the
Well,
beta.
I don't know. It's kind of. I
Like
gotta
I
say,
did in the
it's kind
beta
of
like three
lacking
times.
content right now.
I did the beta like Torghast 3 times, and then
Um,
I dread even doing it right
yeah,
now.
no, I don't enjoy doing
I
Torghast.
got burnt out. Like I've gotten burnt out multiple times this expansion.
Yeah, me too. Uh,
But I have like 960s already.
I'm having burnout right now as well. Uh,
I got burnt out like the first week for a few days, kinda.
that's because you did nothing for days, but play and level geared. It was
I
refreshing.
got I had too many people to play with at the beginning. Everyone wanted to do something. I'm like, bruh. Everyone wanted to do dungeons, and then you have like 3 groups worth of people, and it's like unlucky.
I mean, I didn't really have much to do at the beginning. I just did some dungeons.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of people to play with, but I have to say this expansion I've met a lot of new cool people to play with. It's very nice. The
Continue.
the community's it feels like it's been expanding a lot, which it has
Yes.
since launch, and I don't know. It feels like besides all the brainlets and all the toxic ass members
Yes.
and all the alliance Sargeras raid groups,
I love the Sargeras raid groups who just kill people and then complain on forums when Blizzard does something to stop them from
I
killing
feel
people.
like the community
I think people who are like,
going in
just
a
turn
positive
war mode
direction.
off are complaining to complain. People are like, oh no, I don't. People world PvP and they don't. And people are like, oh, I thought world mode was PvP mode. Because people run by them and let them die. If I just get ganked by like 30 people at once, I just log out and go to another character. And then go
I,
do whatever I was doing later.
I, I go through the struggle because I only play 2 characters.
Yeah,
I'm not trying
me
to.
too.
I'm not trying to.
I'm leveling everything right now so I don't have to do it later.
I mean, I have 3 maps. Almost 4.
I made a
On my main.
million gold this expansion. That was my first million.
I'm sure if you've made over that.
Yeah, I've made over it as a sum of all my gold I've had. But this is my first whole million at one
Yeah,
time.
holding out at one time. Yeah.
I spent 600k at the beginning of BFA to get Magheart Orc race changes to characters I didn't play after.
Never touched again. Unfortunate.
Well, one of them is a panda now, my mage. And the other was my OG hunter, who I abandoned for one that I leveled as a High Mountain Tauren to get the heritage armor, and then swapped to a dwarf at one point, and then over to a Zandalari troll, and then to a Tauren.
Because
What?
what's the end game here?
I don't know. To play the game. The end game is Travis Scott Fortnite Burger coming out of the Shadowlands.
The end game is you have too much free time on WoW.
Do you see that?
How are you able to do that so many times
Look
with
at this.
hunters? Look at what?
Do you see that? That's a pencil now that I see it up close.
It's a pencil.
Yeah, I
But
was
yeah,
looking at it. I was like, wait a second, what is
I can
that?
see what you mistake it for.
Alright, I think that's good.
That's a good place to end off,
We
yeah.
got 35 minutes.
Well, I
GG.
doubt anyone would even make it through all of this.
Yes.
This has just been random
If you
rambling,
did, donate
rambling.
$12,000, please, for, your, what's it called? Ransom.
Joe, do you end up for president 2024?
I know where you live.
We have your IP address.
Maybe. Maybe
Give
not.
us all your money. Give us all your money.
Travis Scott Fortnite Burger from the Shadowlands. GG.
Peace out.
Yeah. Something that came in the mail today.